it going right now. Already the grand finals. I can't believe it. I thought we were going to sit here and pregame a little bit longer, Dave.
That's usually how it goes, too. I mean, most of the time it's like, all right, somebody's restarting their internet, someone's going to the bathroom, but Commonly wants to get this game rolling. He's grabbing that light rifle and is going to put some damage near this railgun. Not seeing anyone as of yet, but he's going to get that hit marker on that player on opposite side. So I believe that was Claim, who also gets taken out by Ace. Ace had a great flank in double kill. Right now we have a commanding lead for Str8 Rippin with 3 dead at one moment.
But Demon D was the last guy alive, and Demon D was also the camouflage player, Dave. So that is a very dangerous player on the map right now that Str8 Rippin has to be worried about. Yes, you have the railgun, but there Demon D is sneaking around. Ace has no idea where he currently is. Looking around for the camo player, gonna spot him out eventually. Torch is up for Demon D's grabs. If he wants to take it, he's going to wait for his teammates to come around and then make his way on over towards the flag. Sneaky little plays coming out from Demon D, and now he's going to toss that out and wait for Str8 Rippin to come off spawn.
I want to highlight once again, Demon D could have tried to get greedy, could have tried to go for some random backsmack on Ace over at Porch, and, you know, possibly could have paid off, but he decided to play it safe. He decided to go for a play that was much more likely to work, and he decided to get a couple shots on Ace, try to go for the melee. Even though Demon D himself did not get the finish on Ace, he set his teammate up perfectly. And instead of going for like an all or nothing play and putting himself in a situation where he could have lost against Ace, he put himself, you know, primed for victory. So great play with the camo from Demon D.
Ace, he's caught with his pants down trying to go for that flag, and I believe the flag was returned coming in from both sides. So now we're going to see what Denoxide has in store as he makes his way over towards top center. Has a player, no shields over there, almost gave him the business. Arctic going to respond though with the nice shots, eventually dropping Denoxide. 20 seconds till that railgun's popping up. We did see Baby J with it previously. He still currently holds that weapon. Not sure if he has any ammo in it overall, but Demon D, he's going to respond, and that's the answer to the question right there. Baby J is going to drop Arctic, but surely he is running low on ammo. Denoxide is going to drop naded as well. 6 seconds for that railgun to pop up. Baby J looking for the next one as well. Meanwhile, on the other end, you do see a player rotate down towards bottom center. That is Arctic. Can he get the back smack? He does, and still picks up that ammo. So I don't even know if he's died yet. If that's the case, that's probably going to be the first death right there for Baby J.
And we're going to see if Demon D can get the second camo in a row. He's got the exact time now at 9:45, which means the next camo will come up exactly 2 minutes afterwards at 7:45. Demon D decided to be a little defensive with this camo, trying to shut down Commonly over at his half of the map. However, I'm always a big proponent of being aggressive with camo. Demon D almost taking a shot or two there, realizing, seeing that blue light up, just like the show we saw last night, Tom. So actually a little bit of a light show. But either way, he wisely backs down and runs away. And look at Demon D just being so slippery. Claim eventually getting the finish on him. Actually, it was Baby J getting the finish on him, sorry. But yeah, eventually taken down with that camo, but still being a nuisance. I would love to see Demon D a bit more up in front over at the Str8 Rippin base, though.
Denoxide with this railgun, and he railguns himself right in the face right there. Give credit to Claim for that kill, and that could spell a cap right here for the side of VT. You do have Demon D with the flag. You don't have anyone from Str8 Rippin in position, and that's a big misplay coming in right there from Str8. First cap going on over to VT. Took about 3 minutes and 20 seconds for that one to go in, and we all know how difficult it is to get those flags out in Fathom CTF sometime. Great start here for VT.
Yeah, Fathom CTF, I'll say it. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's, in my eyes, the toughest CTF game to actually get a flag. You have to be so coordinated pushing into the opponent's base. You have to be so coordinated grabbing the flag out, and you also have to do the third step, which is escort it all the way back to your base. If you mess up one little part in any of those 3 steps, you will not get the flag cap.
Unfortunately for Ace, he does not realize their player is sitting right next to him. Great job from VT right there, dropping 2 members of Str8 Rippin. Commonly and Denoxide, both no shields as well. Denoxide not going to get the kill onto Arctic. More slays going on the favor of VT. Arctic, can he get up towards the Clamor? Not able to do so. Baby J going to respond with a kill right there. Claim and Commonly responding with some of their own. Camo is up on the map very shortly here. Demon D picked it up last time. He's also in position to grab it again this time. Can he do so? He's no shields up there, dancing around, picks it up and burns it. Maybe wanted to leave that one for Naded, but Naded was no shields as well. So very unfortunate for both of those players for VT, but Str8 Rippin on top of those times.
Yeah, Str8 Rippin doing a great job, at least denying it this time. Demon D wasn't able to make much use of it, the second camo. However, that first one almost single-handedly stopped the capture because we saw how many members of Str8 Rippin had kills down on members of VT. They had that flag out, yet they could not relax. They could not get away from Demon D's camo.
Nasty shots right there from Claim onto Baby J. Nated's going to find Commonly. That's going to be 3 dead. Ace, the last guy alive, and Ace is trapped in his base right now, still trying to clear out Nated, who had the railgun. The overextenders, they're not in position. This flag capture is going to go in. It's going to be 2-0 in favor of VT.
That answers my question so far. It shows that this VT squad can hang with Str8 Rippin. In fact, are actually better than them at this moment in Fathom CTF with this 2-0 lead. This is something we did not see from Subsequent. We never saw them in any sort of commanding positions on any of the objective games. They may have gotten a decent start here and there and getting the first like 7 points or something like that on Plaza Strongholds, but by no means were they ever in a dominant position where they are getting the great spawn kills as they're running the objective or working the objective.
I'm not sure which teams were in the pool for the rest of the bracket, but when you look at the 2 teams on paper out of the 4 that we were here casting, you could say that these were the 2 best teams on paper. You look at, again, Demon D, national championship under his belt, Nated highest placing second, 2 up-and-coming players, Arctic and Claim. Meanwhile, Str8 Rippin, they were sitting at the top of Legendary Cup #1, trying to have that back-to-back performance. Keep in mind, they were pushed to the brink against French Toast Mafia, a team that Demon D was on at the time. Roster changes coming through. Now we're seeing Demon D again here in the finals. Can his team play upset and play spoiler over here? Keep in mind, they got to win 4 out of this series and then do a bracket reset if that's the case, and then win 4 more.
Yeah, their work is cut out for them, and Str8 Rippin's also not a squad that's just going to falter after 1 game and just, crumble completely and give up like 8 games straight. They have plenty of wiggle room here. If they happen to drop this first game, the series is far from over. So I fully expect right now VT to finish up this game because they've shown such a strong first half. However, I don't expect them to run away with any, like 4-0 in this first series.
And the flag is being ran. Nated trying to put this one in, and he does it. Great run there from Nated. Fantastic, fantastic performance from VT in game #1. Str8 Rippin, they were making some key mistakes right there. They couldn't get it together when they were running the flag. You saw Denoxide railgunning himself in front of the base right there, unfortunately for Commonly. A little bit sloppy on killing that guy up top center, and then Nated immediately running that flag. They even got outslayed by a little bit. When you go and you take a look at the stats overall, outslayed by 3.
Only
but
outslayed
yet
by 3,
3-0 is the stat line in terms of the final score. Now we move into Coliseum Slayer, game #2.
Yeah, incredibly objective efficient there. So great job there from VT. However, same time, I got to wonder what Str8 was doing during this break time. Maybe something similar like Subsequent. They came off a little bit cold, having to wait 1 series. In fact, Str8 had to wait more than 1 series. They had to sit around for a couple series. So I'm not sure if they've been scrimming, if they've been relaxing, if they've just been watching, trying to pick up strats and plans. So yeah, I'm not sure if they practiced or they need this game for a little bit of a warm-up to start it off. So we'll have to see how that affects Str8 and the rest of the series. But at the same time, I got to give a lot of credit there to VT. I mean,
you never know, yeah.
Despite Str8 maybe even coming in cold, if that was even the case, they just absolutely dominated.
You never know, and it could be a game type thing as well. Fathom CTF, obviously, that is a VT game type. They came out there very strong, very objective, efficient. The flag run at the end from Nated was phenomenal. How fast he was able to run that one before Commonly could even throw the grenade, the toss into the window right there. I think he doesn't even have to clamor. Actually, he did clamor right there at the very end. So I thought he was going to even be able to get that sprint thrust slide into the window without clamoring, which is even that millisecond extra to go and get that flag cap. And we've all seen flags just sitting on the stand and not get captured before. So it could turn into maybe a 2-1 game if Nated doesn't go and put that one in. Str8 could have countercapped that one, but instead they take game #1, and if they can go and have a strong performance in Coliseum Slayer, Str8 Rippin could be on the ropes.
Yeah, and that was one thing also to keep in mind too with that VT squad is I'm pretty certain almost any flag run that they committed to, they capped. I know one time I think we saw Demon D just toss out the front of the base and partially use it as bait, but I'm almost certain they were 3 for 3 in any flag runs they committed to.
Yeah, not sure how many flag grabs they had overall, but either way, still, again, phenomenal way to get this series underway, especially when you're the underdog, especially when your work is cut out for you and you have to go and have that bracket reset and win 2 best-of-7s. Let's find out what happens in Coliseum Slayer, controlling that rockets, controlling the sniper rifle on the other end of the map. Big keys to victory, kicking this one off with Ace.
Yeah, we're going to see what he can do to get control of this sniper rifle. I'm sure he's going to be meeting Demon D over on this pyramid side. That's one of Demon D's favorite positions. Looks like Ace is 1 step ahead, though, as he takes out Demon D and gets that kill.
2 kills for each team tied up here. Claim he's going to find Denoxide, who usually goes for the rockets. Meanwhile, Ace hasn't been able to find anyone over here towards that grass area. Has a player on his radar. Is that player weak? He is. So Great teamwork working over here with Baby J, but you do have Naded with the rockets, and I'm not sure if the sniper rifle is even on the map right now. Actually, Baby J picked it up.
Yeah, we'll jump on over with Baby J, but he actually got taken out, so we'll jump on with Claim. And what a turnaround there from BT. Nade gets a kill, he gets a double kill,
and
they take out 3 members. Nade got all 3?
I think he got a triple kill, yeah. I think that maybe a 4th player came up and cleaned that overkill up, but Brett Leonard bringing the rockets on over towards the snipe side. He's going to drop commonly as well, taking down Baby J, giving this guy a killing spree. That's going to be 6 kills, I believe, all of a sudden for Naded. They only have 8, and Str8 Rippin only has 6.
Yeah, so great work from Naded to actually bring his team back into this one, because it's not like Naded just got a few random kills strung together. It was also in a time where all 4 members of Str8 Rippin were alive. They had sniper rifle. They had a power positioning over at snipe side. So it's one of the times where kind of odds were stacked against Naded, and he helped bring that one back. I'm sure he obviously worked with his teammates on BT. It's not like it was just a single-man job, but he did a great execution when he was put in that pressure situation.
Wow, 2 one-shots right in front of Naded, and they both bait and switched perfectly. Very unfortunate for him, not able to get that trade. Str8 Rippin now jumping out to a little bit of a lead. Nasty shots from Baby J right there onto Demon D top rocket side. Arctic gonna respond with a kill onto the Denox side. Do they realize that Baby J is over there crouching? The drop down coming in. Naded able to respond to that right there and drop Baby J as he was weak from a couple of grenades. Commonly, should be an easy kill there onto Demon D, but he's getting pinched from multiple angles right there. Arctic, he's popping out. Ace, he's getting collapsed on over towards the elbow. Very, very aggressive game coming out from both teams to start. Now Ace is gonna drop. The collapse coming in. Arctic going to be rewarded with that sniper rifle and the double kill.
That is a huge double kill and getting that snipe. So in a case when most of the time when they should be having a lot of comfort, that sniper rifle, they're picking up kills. Instead, Str8 Rippin are just met with so much pressure. They cannot relax. They cannot set up the way that they want to. So this VT aggression is really working for them right now.
VT has kicked it up a notch. They were not playing this strong individually in the previous series. It seemed like their teamwork is a lot stronger. Here we're seeing great teamwork and strong individual performances coming in. They have control of the rockets. They have control of the sniper rifle. You can see Arctic and Claim respectively controlling those weapons. Meanwhile, Str8 Rippin, they only have 3 pistols and 1 carbine, so nothing doing on the weapon side for them. They're going to have to get some sort of positioning over here. That's not going to help. Denox getting his face ripped off by Arctic on the top catwalk side. Ace now the last guy alive. He's currently weak. Claim's going to drop him as well. All spawns from Str8 Rippin on the blue side of the map. It looks like BT's on top of it as well. They're currently collapsing with different angles. Demon D's coming around from the flag side. Arctic coming from the DMR. 2 players coming from the sniper rifle side as well. This is the type of aggression that you like to see from teams and the type of confidence that you like to see from teams that, again, are the underdogs.
Yeah, so great job just not backing down here. Also not being content with just getting a pick or 2. Like you said before, they get a couple kills and they want more. They go for blood. They go straight for the throat. I think Ace now does have that 9-minute sniper rifle, so we might see a snipe battle between Ace and Arctic. Which one is going to come ahead? But Ace is also kind of in a precarious situation right now as he's over in the snipe cave and being collapsed on. He's not even comfortable enough to have his sniper out, I believe. Looks like he might go for a desperate snipe shot here as he's in the cave, but Ace is getting collapsed on. I believe Ace will be taken out.
Baby J actually finds a double kill. Ace somehow still alive throughout all of this. Arctic, he still has a sniper rifle, commonly finds a kill. Baby J as well. Str8 desperately needed some sort of big momentum boost, and Ace, so sneaky, very well known for staying alive, miraculously in a 3-on-1 situation, getting out there with his life, taking out Arctic with the sniper rifle right there. Big kill because the rockets were up. Can he connect on the no-scope? He does, looking for some more blood over here. Nasty snipes coming in from Ace, but still a 4-kill lead for VT. They're going to need more.
Yeah, that's so impressive by Ace. It sounds like also in conjunction with Baby J, who came over and helped him out, because I was just watching the top left of the screen, seeing Ace's shield go all the way down. It's like, all right, he's 1 shot now. That means he's going to be taken out any second. But Ace proving me wrong and working with Baby J. Only 4-kill game. That is absolutely feasible. Not an insurmountable lead here this early on, especially.
Not enough angles being taken right now from Str8 Rippin. They're turtling. Arctic is distracting everybody on the map right now. Commonly finds one. Denox fighting another one. Big 1v1 happening. Naded, he's going to shut that down, and the response coming in from BT. They trade out kills right there in a very important situation. Rockets are up on the map. Claim currently weak right there. 2 members of Str8 Rippin over there. 2 members of BT coming in. They Claim with the aggressive move. Doesn't pay off. He does get the kill on the rocket player, but there is another player located in the vicinity. It's going to be commonly another big 1v1 happening, and Naded gets the perfect, or excuse me, the Denox gets the perfect onto Naded. So great job right there from Str8 Rippin, bringing it back here. Only 3 kills to make up with the Rockets in hand. Now is their time to make some sort of play.
This has been such a chaotic Coliseum Team Slayer. Most times there's, you know, a minute or so of chaos and then it kind of slows down as one team gets control or gets some sort of presence on the map. However, it feels like neither of these teams just want to slow it down whatsoever. It's always somebody trying to make some sort of action happen across the map, and as soon as one body drops, everyone joins in that pile.
The trade coming in, another big trade. Denoxide has to do something with these Rockets. He's had them for quite some time. Not sure if he reloaded right there. On my screen, it looks like he reloaded both of them, but instead, he's going to have to reload here after getting that kill onto Demon D, reload his pistol as well. Only 1 kill with this set of Rockets so far. Going to need at least another one in some sort of spree coming in from somebody else on the Str8 Rippin squad. Can they give VT a taste of their own medicine? We saw 2 miraculous comebacks coming in from VT. 4 kills to make up here from Str8. They have map positioning as well. Naded, he's going to somehow get a kill throughout all of that onto Baby J. Meanwhile, Denoxide, he's picked up a killing spree, but he currently is weak. Currently fighting against 2 players. Has to back off as well. You can't afford to give up any type of trade or death right here, as Naded finds a set of Rockets throughout all of that. And now it's 6 kills, 5 kills to make up 6 again. All of a sudden, VT finding weapons out of nowhere.
Yeah, Naded not only has Rockets, he also has the sniper rifle and a 6-kill lead. I would be extremely surprised to see VT somehow blow this one. This would be really tough. The only way that they could is if they somehow take out Naded, or if Naded's teammates just decide to lackadaisically run across the map and just give a bunch of deaths. So they just need to buy some time right now. If I'm a member of VT, if I'm Arctic, I would be hiding, waiting for teammates to spawn, and just staying alive, or backing up Naded.
Naded does get spotted right there. Not sure if they realize he has both Rockets and sniper rifle. As you said, 2 kills did go on over to Str8 Rippin right there throughout all of that. But Naded responds with a rocket right there onto Baby J. Out of Rockets now, only has to work with this sniper rifle. He's going to want to find some sort of secondary weapon, but if he's able to land the headshots on these players spawning over towards the elbow, it's not going to really matter. A little bit of a peek coming out from Ace. Kind of a ballsy play coming out from him, but they need to find some sort of information on where these players are. If they get collapsed on while they're all stuck in the base, this could be game over. 1 rocket left actually for Naded. That should spell disaster for Str8 Rippin. Ace finds a kill onto Arctic. Commonly, he's trapped down underneath. Use that rocket, Naded. That should be a very easy kill. Naded now with the rockets. He's going to whiff the rocket. Has to land the no-scope. Are you kidding me?
Str8 Rippin gets 3 kills. Last member running over towards Blue Fountain. It's a 48-48 game. This is a situation I thought was near impossible. It's 47 to 41, 6-kill lead. They had Rockets sniper. They had a player right in front of him right there. Demon D doing a good job backing down. This is just a 2-kill game right here for Str8 Rippin versus VT.
Holy cow, what is going on? Ace has the sniper rifle, Demon D. He gets a huge assassination right there onto Denoxide. Denoxide shouldn't even be over there when his teammates have the weapons. Naded, he's no shields. 49 to 48. It couldn't get more intense than this.
Commonly has Rockets, Ace has Sniper, but Ace is also back down this corner. Ace gets taken out for the 50th kill, 50 to 49. However, VT were this close to arguably blowing that game.
I was worried for Naded. We saw him not get the touch right there. That could have been a complete disaster. But either way, they still win the game. That's all that matters. 2-0 now is the series score, 50 to 49 in game number 2. 15 and 11 for Claim. Naded with a miraculous game of his own, 14, 11, and 8. Baby J with a decent amount of assists, but still not hitting double digits in that kill mark. Demon D with not his best performance either way. It doesn't matter. All that matters is being up 2-0 in that series. What an ending to that game. Oh my.
Emotional roller coaster for both those squads. Clearly VT being much happier at the end of that. However, at the same time, I am really happy to see this kind of finals. I mean, we are seeing a squad give Str8 Rippin a massive challenge. In fact, actually taking them down 2-0 in the first couple games.
All right, guys, we are getting game number 3 underway here very shortly. It is going to be Rig Strongholds best of 7 series, down 2-0 is Str8 Rippin, or 0-2, I guess you can say. Can they come back here? They have to string it together. It can't go down 3-0. That's the last thing that you want to do. And also, if you do lose this series and don't put up that much of a fight, that's going to give the other team that much more confidence.
That is absolutely true, yeah. You don't want to just throw away all, the entire winner's bracket work that you put out there. You don't want to say, all right, we'll just give up that full advantage and we'll win it in the second best of 7. You have to at least gain some sort of ground back. You need to get your groove sometime throughout the series. It's okay if they drop this first best of 7. Clearly they have that room for error. However, at the same time, too, they have to find the groove. Clearly they're not playing as a team as much as they need to at the moment.
All right, guys, having a little bit of an issue loading in the lobby, but there we go. We are in there, and we are going to get game number 3 started here very shortly. Like you said, there is a little bit of a cushion, but sometimes that cushion ends up, being too much of a cushion. You're falling back on it when you don't necessarily need to. Not sure if that's what's going on right now, but seems to be a little bit of a different start to this series than it was in their previous one, where they were coming out extremely hot in that Plaza Strongholds. Very flat in CTF Fathom, and then it didn't seem like they got it really going until maybe Ace stayed alive in that cave area, and then even then, there was still maybe a 4 or 5 kill differential to make up. They closed that gap, but still trading kills all the way up to the very end with a decent amount of momentum.
Yeah, I feel like Str8 was not a strong squad until mid to late Coliseum Slayer. In the end, though, they still did not come out strong enough. Ended up losing that 50-49. So you don't want to have to wait till you're down 2 or 3-0 in a series, because even if VT somehow takes this one, Str8 in the back of their mind, they're gonna start thinking, all right, we are in some trouble here. Like, we are already down 3-0. Maybe we just worry about the reset series. Like, that's always gonna be in the back of their mind that we're probably going to a reset series if they lose this 3rd game.
Definitely what you want to try to avoid here. Winning game number 3, extremely crucial for Str8 Rippin. Starting this one off with Arctic. He lands the perfect shots onto Commonly right there. Let's see what strongholds they decide to capture after this one. Basement is highly contestable right now for both teams. They got to go and rotate eventually towards the white corner. That's what Arctic's doing. You do see 2 members on the player outlines for Str8 Rippin, so you're just going to see Arctic wait and bait this one. He still has 2 grenades, so as soon as you see player outlines popping into one of these strongholds, he's going to use those to his advantage. Exactly what he did right there, backing down to Noxide, finding the double kill, but that's going to be 3 dead, as Baby J did find a double through all that, Commonly coming in there with the beatdown as well. Basement did go on over, or no, not Basement. It looks like Basement went on over to Str8, and then Nest gets captured as BR base was reset on over towards VT's favor. So temporary setup for VT, but it gets retaken right back for Str8, and now the spawns are going in the favor of Str8 as they find numerous kills.
And just a moment ago, I also saw Baby J fall off the map, so I know he's back and alive right now, but that also gave a moment of at least an opportunity window for BT to push on out and take control.
Not winning that 50-50 as well, so big mistakes coming in from Str8, and they're dealing with those repercussions right now as Basement and Nest both being captured right there in a very aggressive play to make their way on over towards the BR base. Ground pound coming in for Baby J. Does get the melee on the nade to take him down to no shields, but the play's already been made. Multiple players have rotated on over towards Basement for Str8, as they should have. Baby J was the only guy to fall back and try to stop that BR base from being captured, but that's going to be a triple cap, temporary triple cap, because Basement most likely going to be taken here, but Nade flying in with the Spartan charge. Commonly shields were recharging. That's going to be an easy kill for him, and now laying down even more damage towards his back wall area.
Yeah, and this is such a great play right there, because not only is Nade and the BT crew putting pressure on Basement, but if they get those kills, they're going to get a trip cap. If they don't, they're still delaying where those members of Str8 Rippin, they can't get control of Nest or BR base until they take care of any of those players there near Basement side. So finally breaking out of that little trap that Nade and friends have put on over there, trying to get control of Nest, but just shut down once again. Nade getting the reset over on Nest, getting the kill over on Baby J. Things are just falling apart a little bit for Str8 Rippin right now.
And then the spawn coming in towards the Carbine side is going to be difficult for them to go and capture the Nest area, and now they're going to be able to contest this Basement too. So Str8, like you said, not in a great position right now, but if they can clear out Demon D over towards this Basement area, that'll be a lot better for them. They're not able to. Basement and Nest currently captured right now for VT, 35-9 and counting. Couple slays going on over to Str8 Rippin. Naded, he's also weak as well. Claim though, he has the shots and he has the flank, taking down Commonly, also weakening. Ooh, can he land the kill onto Ace? Big 1v1 happening. Meanwhile, on the other side, Naded, he's found a couple kills as well. So while it looked like Str8 Rippin was going to be able to utilize some sort of numbers advantage, a couple big kills coming right back for VT.
Yeah, it just feels like every time Str8 Rippin starts to get some sort of control, VT are just able to claw back with a couple clutch kills. And also a lot of fights I'm seeing from members of Str8 Rippin. It feels like they're getting caught off guard. I see members getting shot in the side, and to me that's either some sort of communication issue, some sort of lack of strategy, because they shouldn't be getting caught off guard that often. In most cases, you should know which direction your opponent is likely to come from. If it happens every once in a while, that's understandable, but I'm seeing so many different fights where I just see a player shooting somebody right in the side or right in the back from Str8 Rippin. To me, that just shows that they have some disorganization going on at the moment.
Here's a awkward instance where Commonly has numerous players running by him, and he's hunting a player that isn't very that important. Yeah, they take the base, but now they're going to rotate on over towards BR. Really, it was Commonly's job to go and lock that Whitehall area down, not allow Demon D to freely just sprint over towards that sniper rifle area and retake the basement. Big mistake coming in from Str8, and just not enough map presence right now. They're allowing these guys to run around and move throughout the map freely.
Yeah, look at this difference in strategy from Str8 Rippin. Like, when we watch Commonly's point of view right there, he decides to walk, kind of take it slowly, make sure he doesn't appear on radar, like going around like that lower engine, and then eventually goes up to engine 2, and eventually goes and contests basement, or not basement, BR base for just a short minute. Whereas when we watched it from like Naded's POV, we just saw Naded get control nest. They both sprinted instantly over towards basement, instantly found a fight, got that kill, got the capture, then instantly pushed on over to the next stronghold. They didn't take their time. They realized that they just wanted to put in pressure as fast as possible.
Now they have to make their way on over towards the nest, and while they're picking up the slays, they're not picking up the objective. That's the problem right now. Baby J has a pretty solid combo with the railgun and the scatter shot, but no secondary weapon to lay down some mid to long range fire. Let's see what happens in terms of being able to pick off this kill in front of him. Arctic is no nasty scatter shot from Baby J. Could have been scary. Has to clear out this player in the basement, though. That basement is being captured and very close to doing so. The quick scatter shot switch should be able to land, and it does. Great kills from Baby J. They needed a spark. Baby J, can he provide it?
Yeah, that was absolutely huge. And you talked about before where it's kind of those all or nothing weapons when it comes to like scatter shot / railgun. Like either Baby J is going to get the kill and 100% kill that person, or he's likely not going to really put any damage on any other person, because when it comes to like mid or long range fight, he has like the all or nothing railgun, or he's just got the short range option. So that was it ended up working out in that case, and that's how sometimes those dual power weapon instances go. Like people either go on some massive spree or they get caught in a mid range fight and just falter.
No positioning right now and no presence on the map for Str8 Rippin as they are dropping like flies. A couple of kills eventually going on over. Arctic and Naded are going to drop, but Nest still being contested right now from VT, and almost a must-win game for Str8 Rippin here. They're going to have to get it together and make their push on over towards that open field area. You can see it being captured on that left-hand side. Good pressure coming in from Baby J. He's going to drop Demon D. Meanwhile, Claim's going to come in there. Naded's going to respond with the kill. Meanwhile, Arctic also has the railgun, so eventually it does go in the favor of Str8 Rippin for capturing that nest, but they have to maintain this for quite some time. Not much room for error here.
No, and it's also a scary situation too when they're down by about 43 points. They almost certainly need some sort of trip cap to bring it into here. Sure, it's possible to hold on to these two strongholds for 40 points to tie it up, but you're asking for a lot to happen there. You're asking for your team to hold on for way too long with making so few mistakes. In most cases, teams coming back in these sort of situations are going to have to wait for a kill or two and then just press the advantage, kind of press their luck and go for some sort of trip cap. Like right now would be a perfect situation for Str8 Rippin to go for a trip cap and try to press this advantage.
You're right. Commonly he needs to take out that scatter shot and start clearing out this bunker areas. Tries to do it with grenades, but Naded, he's going to allow these guys to get split spawns on the other side of the map. So if they don't clear out Naded and get this BR base and start worrying about maybe basement or whatever else is being captured as it is, then things could turn on over to VT side. And VT, they didn't just go for one stronghold, they went for two. So trading basement and nest for BR base, literally the last thing that you'd want to do if you're Str8, and that's what happened.
Yeah, terrible, terrible trade, but a lot of that, there's two reasons that happened. One being they didn't go for basement fast enough, and two, Naded just buying so much time there. You talked about them having to clear him out of bunker a lot quicker, and what just happened right there?
Kill.
Gets barreled on.
He jumped into the corner exactly where the barrel was and ate the grenade and the explosion, and there it is. Triple cap coming in. Str8 Rippin with one more push. It has to be on over towards the basement. Baby J, he's flying out over there. Ace finds a double kill. Desperation starting to set in for Str8. Does the reset come in? It does, and Ace going huge towards the end of the game. I believe Ace cleared out all 4 players right there. And Denoxide, he's going to get a triple cap. So it turns out somehow into Str8 Rippin's favor. Denoxide needs to get eventually to this railgun, and he does. 2 players in the basement. They got to get in there and get bodies for the reset. Baby J flying in there. There's only 1 player. They should be able to easily clear this out, and they do. Another player is no shield, so that's going to drop. Demon D flying in. That's going to be a big railgun kill. Demon D is going to be the big player on the map right now. Ace is going to drop as well. So Basement, again, they're taking way too long to clear this player out, and Demon D with the railgun could eventually save the game here, and I think he's going to do it. That should be game number 3 going on over to VT. Big misplays coming in towards the tail end of the game for Str8 Rippin. They're going to hop into BR base, but I think that's going to be all she wrote. I think they're going to be able to capture this right back. They do get the camouflage, and now they're making their way on over towards the nest, unless we see some sort of miraculous reset. That's going to be it.
Yeah, I mean, we concentrated out before in that Coliseum Team Slayer game. They started to bring it back, but this one might be gone at this point. Like you talked about, that recapture of BR just kind of put the nail in the coffin, and they kind of made too many mistakes early on. At some point, you put yourself in a 40-plus point deficit. You leave yourself so little room for error. And the times when they shouldn't have any error, especially after they gotten 3 or 4 dead and are going for a trip cap, they somehow make a massive mistake and give up 2 strongholds. They traded BR base for basement and nest.
They outslayed so heavily on the side of Str8 Rippin, and they still lose the game. I'm looking at, what, 17 minus 5, so we got a 15 kill, or 12 kill outslay right there. 20 assists coming in from Denoxide as well. 15-15 from Naded. But you go and you look at the mistake of not clearing out Demon D. They're just not moving fast enough on the side of Str8 Rippin. They are being outmaneuvered so quickly, and the side of VT, it looks like they want to win. It looks like they want to win more than Str8 Rippin. That's what I'm seeing right now. I'm seeing people being very lazy and second-guessing themselves on certain people that are running around the map, and just things that are being taken away from Str8 Rippin that shouldn't be taken. And then huge mistakes like going for that triple cap on over towards the BR base, but not doing it fast enough, and then allowing Nest and Basement to be recaptured right there. Those are things that you would not expect to see.
Yeah, the speed of rotations is probably the biggest one that I'm noticing, because in the times where Str8 Rippin has some sort of advantage, it does. If you have 3 members dead, go ahead and sprint. Doesn't matter if you're showing up on radar, and they say 2 or 3 dots, they're going to be able to react a little bit better and maybe get the first shot or 2. But end of the day, you have 2 or 3 members pushing together, going for that next stronghold. It doesn't matter if you're on radar or not. You have numbers advantage. That person has to pull off one of the plays of the century in order to take you out, unless they have rockets or something like that. And so I'm just noticing some slower rotations, and just there's no hesitation from VT. VT just sprint right on over, get the fights that they want, stay alive as long as they can, buy time. They're working as a well-oiled machine, and Str8 Rippin is a little erratic right now.
Yeah, they don't have the momentum, and they need to gather themselves together and get the confidence going. Arguing is not going to help. Pointing fingers is not going to help. Looking at previous mistakes in past games is not going to help. They got to get focused here and get it going in game number 4. But it's tough. I mean, you're down 3-0 here. Dave, what do? Do you just say, let's move on to the next series?
No, they got to take at least one game here. They got to take at least one game throughout this, and clearly take it game by game. That's how Halo's always worked. We have some of our most memorable reverse sweeps from teams just starting to lose that momentum. However, end of the day, unfortunately, Str8 Rippin, in the back of their minds, they're just thinking, well, this is going to reset, most likely. We're just going to have to take them to the next best of 7. But I think Str8 Rippin just has to have the goal to say, game by game, we need to take this game. That needs to be their goal.
No doubt about it. And one of the things that could happen here, too, is not saying that VT is going to, loosen the grip, but sometimes, subconsciously with this huge 3-0 lead, you start, coming in there and playing a little bit more comfortable than you typically would in the beginning of the series here. When we're looking at the initial strategy, you do see Demon D coming in with the flank and the touch, but meanwhile the flag has been pulled out towards the pink side for Str8 Rippin. You got to get this kill if you're Baby J. Commonly going to get the kill onto Naded. Big grenade coming in from Commonly as well, so that flag should be returned, and first flag capture going on over to Str8 Rippin. For the first time, we've seen them in control of a game.
Yeah, at the very beginning of the game, they finally have control. Every other time, this entire series, as you pointed out, Fathom flags just right off the bat, VT's game. And now we're seeing the Str8 Rippin wake up. I hate to see 3 games take it to wake them up, but at the same time, after they hit the snooze button a few times, they have to start waking up and playing, and that's what Str8 Rippin are doing right now.
Yeah, I usually hit the snooze button about 2 or 3 times, so the apple doesn't fall from the tree there. Unfortunately, that's one of the things that can really plague a team, and once we saw Envious turn that around in this Pro League, look where they're sitting at now, Dave, undefeated in the Pro League, and they really tacked that up too, besides all the hard work they put in towards not coming out flat or stale in the beginning of the series. So much can happen in just 5 games. All you have to do is win 3 of those in the Pro League. Yes, this is a best of 7 different format, but still, it's only 40.
Yeah, that's true, and you can't get in the habit of constantly like losing one of those first ones or taking a game just to warm up or get in the groove of things. There's not a worse feeling than coming out flat and having another team just dominate you and manhandle you that first game or two. It's just like, man, we just lost that game. How are we going to pick it up? Why do we have to win this and come back from behind instead of like coming out strong and having an advantage from the entire series?
Yeah. And really, in my opinion, the only way to fix that is to practice how you would play in the tournament, really, because you got to constantly put yourself in that type of atmosphere where it's do or die. You're playing like your life depends on it, and you're constantly, you won't have the problem of being consistent if you're consistently practicing the way that you should be.
That's true, because a lot of times if you're going in for just scrims and stuff like that, a lot of people will treat some of the very first couple games as more so as their team warm-up. They're not treating it as, all right, this is us in tournament format,
right,
money on the line, whereas Millennial Esports and these Legendary Cups are putting these players in those exact positions right now.
Nothing's worse than going, yeah, guys, sorry, I just wasn't shooting that well in the first couple of games. Well,
I wasn't warmed up. It's like, are you kidding me, man? Like, why are we wasting 7 people's time right here right now then? Like, you should be warmed up, ready to practice, ready to scrim, learn the best we can.
Well, the most important part is warming up your communication, and you can warm up your shot as much as you want in those CTF flag warm-ups, but unless you're calling out and, calling out at a very hectic pace and very intense, then things can, kind of, ooh, as Ace picks up a double kill. I thought that flag was going to go in favor of VT, but I don't think that's going to happen. That's going to be 3 dead. Now they're hopping double people on the return. Claim, nice shots by him, but he's not going to be able to stop this flag. And the flag does get tossed out at the same time, so Ace gets dropped, but that's going to be 2 dead. And Str8 Rippin with a great position to go and capture the second flag.
Commonly doing a great job cutting off the spawns he needs to. He was just watching Carbine side, seeing if he could catch anyone getting desperate going towards that flag. Still on over at the VT base, possibly for a new grab. And like that grenade, misses the melee, and oh my god, he gets taken down. I believe there's another person on pink side that helped take out Commonly, so it wasn't just a pure one-on-one, but that's a must kill.
Yeah, ended up missing out on that kill, but fortunately for him, they do have this 2-0 lead. Plenty of work to be cut out in this entire series. Keep in mind that if they do lose this series 4 to whatever the potential score could be, it does go into that bracket reset. Coming out from the losers bracket is VT. They want to try to end this here, though. Can they get anything going in CTF Truth? Great stick right there onto Commonly. Needed the double kill. He looks for the triple kill. Denoxide in front of the base. Could be there available for it, but he's going to hide, wait for his shield. Never mind. He's going to poke back out because he's a madman and look for it. This flag is currently being ran. Str8 Rippin, they are trying to stop it by pushing on over towards the car side. These are one of those caps that you just got to give up here, get naded out of the pink side of the map, and just say, hey guys, let's live to fight another day.
When Native was going for that triple kill, I just imagined the comms being like one of those montage moments, like, give it to me, and then Denoxide challenge is like, no, I don't want it, it's all good, I'm just going to back down. I don't want it.
Got to always go for the clip. I mean, we saw what he did in the previous CTF Truth game. He was willing to risk the game for it, so Native trying to make those montages happen. Meanwhile, Claim, he's making his way on over towards the pink side, hopping on over towards P3. Smart play here, doesn't have any information quite yet. Now he gets some. That's going to be Ace, caught out no shields over towards the street. A player hiding P2 the whole time. Baby J with the flank. Baby J actually finds a double kill throughout all of that. Maybe looking for some more. Denoxide going to drop Arctic. Now the last guy alive, P2, Demon D. He is sitting there. Baby J knows that he's there. Now the drop comes in. Isn't Str8 Rippin going to push in towards the base here is the question. They have spawns coming up underneath the base, on top of the base, and then another guy over towards the bubble. Baby J with a kill onto Claim. Denoxide finds one onto Arctic. Demon D, he's trapped underneath the base. The big thing is clearing out this guy over towards the car side. I don't know, because Demon D, he did some serious damage underneath the base. So we'll see if Native and Demon D held it off enough. Baby J, he drops Commonly. He's flying with this flag, but as I say that, he misses the flag, and let's see if that actually works out for him, because there was a grenade right in front of him. Good beatdown right there. Now the last guy alive is Demon D. Demon D, bottom center. This should be an easy touch and grab.
Yeah, Denoxide got the recovery. They're all spawning back towards, I believe, car or their base right now, so Str8 Rippin have the better spawns, and they eventually rally that one back in, get it to a 3-1 victory. So Str8 Rippin awake now. They're awake, but we did see a few mistakes here and there. End of the day, though, I really liked a lot of plays there. Like that last collapse from Str8 Rippin was such a good push on the opposing base when they pushed in on BT, because they sent Denoxide under the base, who got a kill. They had Baby J, I believe it was, pushing in from pink side, and Denoxide drew 1 or 2 members still under the base again after that, and they were just able to clean up those kills, get superior positioning, and then run that flag out.
All right, we may have ourselves a series here. 3-1 now in favor of VT, and we were talking about playing slow. That's what Str8 Rippin's problem was. They were not keeping the pace with VT, and they seemed to be second-guessing themselves. Seemed like maybe a little bit flat. The other team more pumped up, more fired up. Again, the underdogs trying to prove themselves here in this series. Str8 Rippin can't think that just because they were sitting in that grand finals that it was automatically won. Still 4 more games to be won for them. It's going to be maybe 5 more games to be won for VT. They have to win 1 more in this series, and then they have to string together 4 more in that next best of 7 if it goes to a reset.
And this is also a scary moment for VT. It finally shows them that they are human. It's sort of like, all right, like you start rolling over a team and you're up 3-0. It's like, all right, now the other team, they finally get a game on you. It's like, oh wait, like was that one a fluke? Was that one them actually playing well? Are we faltering? Like, and it's a tough situation for VT. So VT needs to hopefully shoot that down right now, because it is all well and possible for Str8 Rippin to make this total reverse sweep. They're a top team that's capable of that. Yet they just need to take it game by game, and VT needs to clearly shut that down as early as possible, because there's a big difference between 3-1 and 3-2. Because as soon as you get to like that 3-2 situation, it's like, oh shoot, like this next game, like you feel that pressure.
The pressure starts
on game number 6.
Starts to kick in and things like that too.
This isn't a non-pressure game though for VT. So like this is their last non-pressure game of this series, where it's like, all right, we can relax right here, we can play our normal game.
But that's what I was talking about, Dave, is that if you have that type of mindset going into this game and the previous game, that's what could come back to bite you, compared to before, where it was like, pretty much in game 3, almost a must-win for both teams, because you want to go up 3-0 in that series. Meanwhile, if you're Str8, you don't want to go down, 0-3, and you want to try to bring that into a 2-1. And you saw tons of desperation and just, tons of willpower, I feel like we were seeing from the side of VT. Meanwhile, that was the first time we saw any type of sense of urgency from Str8 Rippin, I feel like, in this entire series, besides maybe sparks of momentum happening throughout the games. But they carried that on and throughout an entire game for the first time in this entire series.
Yeah, so we're going to have to see if they carry that out into Plaza Slayer here. Game number 5 series is currently 3-1 in favor of VT. VT actually came from the losers bracket, so they have to win this series plus a second best of 7, if you didn't hear us saying that earlier. We're going to kick things off with Baby J, who's going to head on over towards top center and try to contest this overshield. That is a full OS going in the hands of Arctic. One of the best starts that you can hope for here on Plaza Slayer, because they got Sniper, they got Overshield, and they got 3 kills.
Wow, commonly,
oh my God.
He said, you know what, just in case the green gun isn't enough, here is this nice little blue token, blue badge for you to wear of honor. But a great start, either way, for VT. I mean, 5-2, and also with map control, and still with sniper rifle, as Claim just rips off Ace's face right there. I want to actually find out where Claim's sniping from.
I was just thinking with Conley right there. I watched Watchmen recently, and I was thinking the Rorschach moment when he's in the prison. He's like, I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. Like, as he's in the prison.
I wish I saw that.
Oh my God, no. Basically, he's this crime fighter who's surrounded by all these criminals in there, and like one of them tries to shank him in the cafeteria, and he just takes him down in there, and then
he
says
it a toothbrush shank?
What
kind of shank?
It was a metal shank. I'm not as familiar with my shanks, but either way, that moment reminded me of that, because it was just like, oh, Commonly's done for, and somehow takes out an Overshield person with a combo sticky. Like, that is a game-changing play right there. Despite that much of an individual effort, it's still a 12-4 deficit for Str8 Rippin.
It could have been a lot worse, I guess.
Is
what it was. It could have been maybe like 14-2 or something, but still plenty of time to make it up. And wow, Str8 Rippin finding 3 kills at the same time out of nowhere. Very crazy to think about where Nated was. All of a sudden, 3 of your teammates drop. That is a very uncomfortable spot to be in when you're the last guy alive.
Yeah, that is it's a tough one, because you have a fine balance when you're with the team. There's 2 things you think of. One is like, all right, if I just stay alive and buy time and wait for the right moments to push, I'll just wait for those and things will work out. But sometimes if you wait too long like that and you see your teammates falling, you're just like, all right, man, should I be making more moves? Should I be like trying to force action instead of just like having more trust in my teammates?
You weren't watching the right spot.
Yeah, so it's a tough one, because you want to have faith in your teammates that they're going to stay alive and do the right things. And then other times too, it's like, man, should I be putting in more pressure or be like forcing action? Because in most cases, when somebody's just trying to force something, it's more often that they're creating a mistake. They're almost creating an opportunity if they're just trying to individually force some sort of action across the map and start the fight. Like in some cases, there's like, all right, you're going to walk into someone else's trap that they're already ready around the corner for you for.
And they're still building on this lead on the VT side. 8 kills to make up if you're Str8 Rippin. Ace, he's weak over here towards the Flowers area. He's going to get dropped. That's going to be 2 dead for Str8, as Baby J was going to drop as well. It's almost going to be a 3rd player. This guy's doing a great job staying alive, but not going to do a good enough job, as now it's doubling the amount of kills for Str8 Rippin. And great play from Baby J right there, and we're seeing a couple of solid individual plays, but the pressure from VT is just way too much for Str8 to deal with right now.
Yeah, we're going to jump on with Arctic, who's part of this VT squad, but he has Sniper, and I see where he's setting up with this, and being a bit more aggressive than I would expect, but looks like he may just be going for some rotation. I actually don't fully disagree with this. He had 1 or 2 team members drop right before that, and as soon as he saw a clear path, he's like, all right, I'm just going to take it and move. It's one of those things that you just pick a pocket and go.
Nasty no-scopes right there onto Ace, landing 2 shots. Looking for some more. Can he find Denoxide? Denoxide gonna back off onto this one. Arctic has a decent amount of ammo left, 6 shots, but now he's taking down the no shields. Curious to see if Str8 is gonna respond to this call out. He's in the middle of the map, so it should be a free kill, but what is that player looking at? Ace gonna get dropped, Top Gun medal on over to Arctic. These guys are not listening to call outs right now on the side of Str8 Rippin. When you're looking at the scoreboard, 32-17, 3-1 at the top. It's almost feel like it's time to call in the bracket reset crew.
Yeah, it is about cleanup time for that. And one thing that surprised me too is you talked about it being communication, but it's also just even like maybe frustrating communication / awareness, because right there, a situation like Ace walking through the narrow hallway at Light Rifles, like you should see somebody as you pass by them in the hallway. Unless you're unless you're trying to avoid contact with an X or something like that, like, I didn't see you.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, you know, when you're walking down the hallway, someone else is walking down, you know, like, what do? Do you look straight forward? Do you make eye contact? Do you wave and say hello? Or
you look at your phone, or you look down at the floor. It's just one of those for sure.
Your phone, fake phone call, scroll through Twitter. There are so many options when you're going down the hallway.
The last option, though, is looking them in the eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, and usually 2 people don't kill each other in the hallways either, but that seems, you know, gotta get the slays, man. You gotta get the slays. Demon D with the sniper rifle. There's another kill in the hallway. Ace seems to like that certain spot. Now it's looking like possibly a steak dinner here, and again, that's not how you want to go out. 4-1 also on a steak dinner is a very, very demanding statement. Str8 gonna have to reevaluate things after this break.
What a challenge.
Nice challenge right there coming in onto Demon D. Grenade was not expected to be thrown, but
this is the other part that's really surprising to me from Str8 Rippin is I'm seeing a lot of great individual plays. And usually to me that translates into a significant lead. It's usually not a thing where it's like, oh man, so-and-so just had the sickest LBR and their team's still down. It's more like, oh my god, look at that sick challenge and they still won and they're now up by 5 or 10 kills. So that's a bit concerning for me, watching the Str8 Rippin squad, because
the getting strategies are also extremely concerning.
Yeah, I mean, they
got worked by Subsequent. They didn't really get any footing in any of these series besides Truth CTF. So obviously their beginning strategy is not very good, especially when they're supposed to be playing from the red side. Should have huge advantages knowing that they're going to be playing on that particular side because they won Legendary Cup #1.
Yeah, especially when they have the advantage.
I mean, they're going to be practicing blue against any other team that they scrim against, don't get me wrong, because they're going to be scrimming against Pro League caliber teams, and they're going to be forced to play on the blue side there. But there still comes a point in time where you think about the strategies. You don't actually run through and execute them. And that's all it is, 50-34. VT, very, very strong statement here in the grand finals. They do the bracket reset, and they send Str8 Rippin down into a scary situation that they weren't expecting to be in.
They drag them down with them, back to the losers bracket.
Back down to the losers bracket, guys.
You're coming with us.
Tough game. Denoxide sitting at 4-14. Meanwhile, Arctic 13-8. Claim with a 13-6 bomb. Clean series, clean game, and now we move into a full-on grand final scenario with a best of 7. Whoever wins the first 4 games is going to be Legendary Cup #2 champions. Yes. Ultimate Grand Finals.
Yeah, Ultimate Grand Finals coming on up. Now, this is going to be really tough for Str8 because even though they had this cushion, like we talked about before, this buffer room where they can lose this first best of 7, it's, in my eyes, it's not just going to magically change like over this next 2 minutes. It's not going to be like we're going to go into game #1 of the Ultimate Grand Finals and have Str8 Rippin just be a whole new squad. It's going to be like, well, guess what? We just saw what happened the last 5 or 6 games, or the last 5 games. I don't see this pace changing too much.
And one of the things to look out for too is how close the games were, because first game and last game not very close. CTF Fathom and Slayer on Plaza heavily in the favor of VT. Yeah, you look at you can say the 50-49 game obviously totally could have went either way and could have went into Str8 Rippin's favor. Would that have changed the dynamic of the series? Maybe. Maybe that was a little bit of a backbreaker for these guys in game number 2, but that's not a series score that you would expect to see from a team that was the favorite.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, especially like we talked about before going to the series. Like we both predicted